They're saying Salah can't beat Tyreek Mitchell. Shout out to your boy Money Mace. Shout out to your boy Money Mace. They're saying Salah for 90 minutes couldn't get the better of Tyreek Mitchell. First of his name, Tyreek Mitchell. That's what they're saying. Here's the thing about Salah. Salah, he's definitely one of the most talented players out there, African players out there. But Salah, you need to relax. Salah, get Samuel Eto's name out your mouth. Before you even get to Samuel Eto, before you even get to Yaya Toure, before you even get to Kano Wangwankwo, you need to deal with Mahrez. Shh, you're not better than Mahrez. So this whole thing about African go to one of the greatest African players ever, blah blah. Before you can talk to Okocha, Etso, Kano you need to get past Mahrez, who you still haven't. So let's relax because Salah, you can't drop a disaster class and then send that ball to Krypton because that ball, it is on its way to Superman's homeland, which was recreated and everything. But put that on one side. This doesn't matter because I think there's a stat that says that most people who won the Community Shield have not actually gone to win the league. So this, for me, it's a glorified friendly. So I think this meant more to Crystal Palace than it did for Liverpool. But if you're Liverpool, if you're on the slot, you're actually happy. If you're slot, you're actually happy because again, let me get a shot. Palace, shout out to Palace, amazing, superb. Glasner, what they've done is absolutely incredible. Some of those penalties were a bit sketchy, but let's be real. Second half, Palace were the better team. Palace deserved to win, and let's keep it real. That was a handball. That was a handball. The only reason that was not given as a handball was Liverpool tax. Let's take it to penalties. 100% by the letter of the law. That's a handball. It's a penalty to Palace, which they probably score, and they ended 2-1. But Palace were easily the better team in the second half. Easily the better team. And you look at Palace knew exactly what they wanted to do. But for Liverpool's credit, well, to defend Liverpool, once Ekitike came off, then Vets came off, they didn't look the same. So if you're on the slot, Liverpool's best players were their new signings. Frimpong looked pretty solid, good. Vets looked good. Not amazing, but looked pretty good. Ekitike looked sharp. The guy looked sharp. And outstanding goal by Ekitike. And let's be real, if you're Ekitike, you should have had 2 goals. Vets should have had 2 assists. Because he had perhaps, he had an easier chance in the second half where ball kick came across. Should have been a simple left foot, bottom left, and a goal. But do you know what's so crazy? Liverpool might need Isak. With them selling Nunes, because I think for Ekitike, you could look at a guy who I don't think he's a clinical finisher. I think he's a good footballer who's going to cause some serious issues, and you can see how he can be used in this team. But I don't think finishing is his strongest suit. I think other parts of his games can actually help Liverpool as a team. But Vertis' passing and his creativity towards someone like an Isak, who is a clinical finisher, Liverpool could look very, very dangerous indeed. So I think looking at this, I think they do need Isak. They do need a guy who specializes in finishing because Ekitike is not a finishing specialist. He's an all-round good football player that's as quick and fast. But I think Isak is a specialized finisher. But here's the key thing here. Again, shout out to Tyreek Mitchell, bro, because that guy locked down Salah. He locked. If you know where Salah is, ask Tyreek Mitchell, because Tyreek Mitchell has him chained right down into his down basements, bro. So, if Salah doesn't do what he does last season, can Liverpool still win the Premier League? It's just a question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. But it's an interesting question to ask because if they can't do what they normally, if Salah doesn't produce what he produced, and let's say Salah declines, so it's like 12, 13 goals, 6 assists, can Ekitike carry the weight? Can Gakpo carry the weight? Can the other guys carry the weight? It will be interesting to see what Salah's decline means for Liverpool. But let's see what happens because maybe it's one game. Salah was garbage. He was atrocious this game. Absolutely atrocious. And that penalty was garbage. that penalty is heading towards Krypton. Krypton doesn't exist anymore, but it's still heading towards Krypton. So he was horrendous. Obviously, shout out to Dean Henderson who made 2 superb saves. So he was amazing. But we'll see what happens. But again, for Palace, I think it's amazing, bro. And guys, UEFA, whoever you are, put them back in the Europa League. All this crap about, multiple ownership, forget that crap. It's a great story. It's a super underdog story. It's a great story of what this club has done. I know several guys in South London take Palace back to the damn Europa League. I hope they win the thing in the Court of Arbitration of Sports so they can be reinstated, because they earned their rights to be in the Europa League, so they should be in the damn Europa League. Put them in the Europa League, man. But anyways, guys, Salah, you're going to get cooked tonight. So guys, like that vid, subscribe if you're new, hit that subscribe button over there, and join us later tonight for a hang as well. We will cook Salah and talk about Ekitike. Damn good goal. One love.